Hi guys, welcome back to my channel and to my very first makeup tutorial. I'm kind of nervous about this, not gonna lie, but really excited. This is like, we're gonna be recreating this look, which is, I'd say, my go-to winter makeup look. You've probably seen me wear this look plenty of times, like in my Belfast vlog, and if you saw the picture of me and Sophie Turner hugging, this is the look I was wearing. And I've got a few comments to recreate it and do makeup tutorials, so yeah, I'll show you guys how I create this look, so keep watching if you're interested. Okay, we're going to start off by priming our eyelids. Now today we're using the NARS Pro Prime Smudge Proof Eyeshadow Base, but I also like using the Urban Decay Primer Potion and Too Faced Shadow Insurance, so I just rotate between those three, depending on my mood and which one's run out, I guess. And this is like the most essential step for me because I have really oily eyelids, so I can't really put on any makeup without priming my eyes. For eyeshadow today we're going to use the Urban Decay Naked 3 palette, and I know a lot of people have kind of like misconceptions about this one. It's not the most popular one. A lot of people have the Naked 1 and 2, but I actually really like this one. I think a lot of people are put off by like pink tones, but I find it really wearable, and actually this is the one I reach for the most. So to start out with, we're going to use this shade here, which is called Buzz. And just using, what are these called? Okay, this is the MAC 213 brush, and we're just going to slap it all over the eyelid basically. This one's a Sigma tapered blending brush, and then we're going to use this shade here, which is a matte shade called Nuna, and that's going to be our transition crease blending sort of shade. Just pack it onto your brush. And I do like to spend a lot of time blending because there's nothing worse than harsh lines. Okay, so that's basically the eyeshadow done for a day-to-day basis. And then sometimes I do wing liner, sometimes I don't. It really depends on my mood and how much time I have, because I still haven't perfected the art of wing liner, so it does take me a while sometimes. Oops. So smooth. Okay. For liner, I have been using Kat Von D Tattoo Liner, because Kat Von D is finally in the UK. Prior to this I used Guerlain's, like the liner in a pot kind of thing, but my friend Shannon recommended this, so thanks Shannon. And this one's like a felt tip one. And basically just draw it on. I don't really have a method to this, like I start in the middle and then draw the wing and then kind of do the corners of my eyes, and if I mess up at the wing I'll clean it up with a wet wipe or something. So let's pray this works well. And then once you've done that, if it's a bit uneven, which I think mine is kind of, you can clean it underneath with, just fold the wet wipe over like this and just clean the edges. Then you should have a sharper looking wing. For mascara, I have been using Benefit Roller Lash, but I also really love Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. I think that's actually my favourite mascara, but since I've just moved I actually can't find it anyway, so we're going to use this one today. And sometimes I curl my lashes, sometimes I don't. Today I'm lazy so I won't, but I have pretty like straight, sticky out Asian lashes, so I really should curl them every day to get the maximum effect, but YOLO. So that's basically the eyes done. We're going to do under the eyes after we conceal and do the rest of the face. So I'm going to prime my face using Benefit's The Professional Matte Rescue. And this is one of those gel primers that helps mattify the face throughout the day, as well as fill in any large pores that you have. And I have a lot of pores, especially around my nose, so I do like to just focus it around my nose here, through the crevices and T-zone area as well. Now leave that to set before you put on your foundation, otherwise your foundation is going to slide all over your face. And we're going to conceal under the eyes while we wait for that to set. I use Everyone's Holy Grail concealer that's rubbed off. The Collection 2000 is a perfecting concealer, but it's a Collection 2001. Everyone loves this concealer. And once you've got that down, just blend it out with a... I'm not using a beauty blender, this is the Real Techniques Beauty Sponge. And to set that, I use a different powder for under my eyes than for the rest of my face, because I do find that I tend to get a lot of creasing under my eyes. So this is the powder I've been using, and sadly it's been discontinued, so I don't know what I'll do when I run out. I've got to find something that works just as well as this, but it's the Benefit Powder Flash. Going to move on to foundation, and the foundation that I've been using is Charlotte Tilbury Magic Foundation, and I am in the shade 6, and this is sometimes a little bit lighter than my skin, but then my face and neck, but since it's coming up to winter I am getting paler, and this matches the rest of my body, so this is great. But I also really love Urban Decay Skin Foundation and Tarte Amazonian Clay. I usually use about 2 pumps, sometimes I don't use the entire thing, but pump it out to the back of my hand, and then using the Real Techniques sponge. I like using the flat side for my face. And I really love the Real Techniques sponge. Like, I used to use the Beauty Blender all the time with my Holy Grail product, but how many times have I said Holy Grail in this video, Jesus Christ. But I think I picked this up on a whim, and I really like the flat surface. I just find that it's much quicker and it just lays down the foundation better. Okay, once the foundation's all done, we're going to set it using a translucent powder, and at the moment I've been using the Givenchy Poudre Premiere. I'm pretty sure I butchered that. I really love this powder. It's like the texture of it is quite fine, so it feels like you're not wearing anything on your face, and just with a huge blending brush. But I also, before this I was using Rimmel's translucent, like the flat powder, or what is, oh I have it here, okay. Oh, and the thing's rubbed off the packaging. Rimmel matte powder, it's the one that looks like that, the translucent one. But I just find that this one's greater for traveling, of course, because it's like pressed, but the Givenchy one's like loose powder, but the texture's just a lot better, so I've been using this one. Now we're going to bronze up our face, and this is my favourite bronzer ever, the Benefit Hoola bronzer, because I like a matte bronzer, and I used to use, you know, NARS Laguna, but I find that it's a bit too warm toned on me and it doesn't look as natural. As you can see, this is well loved. I think I've gone through like 5 boxes of these. So using one of these angled contour brushes, just swirl it in. And on a day-to-day, I don't really contour my face or anything. I just put a bit of bronzer to warm up my cheeks. For blush, normally every day I use the Benefit Couture blush, and this is like a rose gold colour. It's got a bit of a sheen on it, so if you wanted to skip highlighter on those days where you're running out of time, you can just skip highlighter. And then I use like a stippling brush, Duo Fiber stippling brush. Swirl it in, tap off the excess, just on the apples of your cheeks. My favourite time of the makeup application process, which is highlighter. And I used to like not hate highlighter, but I used to never wear it, and I was like, what's the point? I have really oily skin. And but you know, now it's like a highlighting craze, and it's taking over the world. So, and especially now that I live in London, like I find that I don't sweat as much, so I can pack on the highlighter and not look overly shiny. And the one I've been using at the moment is by Jeffree Star Cosmetics, and I have almost all his highlighters now because they're my absolute favourites. But today we're going to use the Ice Cold shade, which is quite a light one actually. It's like a light white gold, but this goes with pretty much everything, and especially if I'm doing like a cooler tone makeup look, this will go with it. Oh, I'm using this, what do they call it? It's a fan brush, but it's like a humongous one. Now we're gonna finish off under our eyes, so using the same eyeshadow we used before, like the transition color, which was Nuna here, and using just a small blending brush like this, get that same shade and just go underneath your eyes quite softly. And just finish off with mascara. Now we're going to move on to our brows, and day to day for brows, I've been trying to grow them out so they're pretty much like shapeless and bushy at the moment, but I have just been using Benefit Skinny Brow. I cannot live without this. Day to day, if I'm not wearing any makeup, I'll just slick some of this on so my brows keep its shape, what little shape they have actually. And this is pretty much all I do to my brows because it does deposit some colour onto them. If I want a little more definition, then I use Soap & Glory Brow Archery, which is like a felt tip eyebrow pen, just the bits where there are gaps and under the eyebrow. And then underneath the eyebrow, just to clean it up, we are going to use Benefit's Highbrow, which is a highlighting pencil, or any kind of like concealer you can conceal under your brows. And we're going to choose a lip color. Now usually with this eye look I like to do like a mauvey nude kind of shade, so sometimes I use, okay, the amount of times I've dropped things in this video. I really like Jeffree Star's liquid lipstick in the shade Androgyny, but as I said, I've just moved and I can't find that at the moment, so we're going to use something really similar, which is Lime Crime Velveteen in the shade Polly, and I think it's slightly more purple than Jeffree Star's Androgyny, but It's pretty much the same colour as my top, so we've got a running theme here. And I never use a lip liner or anything, just straight from the tube. Now this usually takes a minute to dry, so I'm gonna dry. Someone wants to join me for the outro. Hello, hello. Okay, so this is my finished look. This is my kind of go-to everyday winter makeup look. Please let me know if you want to see more makeup tutorials. I do have a couple of looks that I kind of rotate through, even though I'm not a beauty guru or anything, and I don't tend to experiment much with my makeup, but yeah, there are a few looks that I wear, so let me know if you want to see more. And I hope you guys found this interesting at least. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it though, and subscribe if you want to see more videos, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye! Thanks for watching! Say bye, Fisher! Bye!